Hey guys, this is Isaac Moreno, also known as Migrant Moreno. I'm going to show you how to search for flights and find the best deals. It's very simple. The main web tool that I use is Google Flights. So all you gotta do is just type in flights, and then you click on the icon over here, the link here. Alright, so I live in Florida, and there's only a few airports that I can fly from. So one thing that I like about Google Flights is you are allowed to search from multiple airports at the same time, so that it can bundle everything up and you can figure out which city is the cheapest to fly from. So I'm giving you an example. I live in Tampa, so the Tampa code is TPA. I live an hour from Orlando, ORL. I live 4 hours from Miami, MIA. One of the cheapest airports to fly from in Florida is Fort Lauderdale, so it's FLL. So I use those four main airports when I'm trying to look for vacation deals and weekend trips for me to go on. Luckily that I live in Florida, it's very cheap to fly to like Central America, South America, Mexico, the Caribbean islands, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. All those places are really cheap to fly from, mainly from South Florida, but there's also some deals I can fly from Tampa or Orlando, which is, right where I live. So let me give you an example of a trip that I'm going on in, let me see, let's just do March. Alright, I'm leaving March 16th, for spring break, and I usually leave on a Friday and come back on a Sunday or a Monday, depending on if I want to use a day of PTO. So I'll do the 19th. Alright, so here you go. And you click onto the map. And you can scroll down for these dates. And you can see prices to go to different countries, all on the map view. So for $342, I can go to Cartagena, Colombia. For $310, I can go to Medellin. For $233, I can go to Bogota. Look, $233. So out of Colombia, if I was to go, I would probably go to Bogota and see what's up there. I can go to Ecuador for $366. I can go to Costa Rica for $278. Panama for $350. San Pedro Sula in Honduras for $220. There's a lot of places I can go to. Mexico for $227. Cancun. Cuba for $196. All these places are cheap. So let me just give you an example. Let me just pick Cuba, since that's like a place that a lot of people don't go. From here, it tells me from Fort Lauderdale. Like I told you before, Fort Lauderdale is the cheapest airport to fly from. So I can go there for $196 round trip, which means I'll have to leave in the afternoon time on Friday. And it tells me I can leave a day earlier for $174. So if I wanted to take an extra day off, I can travel and leave first thing in the morning, non-stop flight from Fort Lauderdale to Havana, and come back from JetBlue. So that's what I like about it. You can pick certain places to fly from for cheap. And if you click on the calendar view, you can see where you can travel for that same price. So even if I don't feel like going on this month, I can go in April. Pretty much any day of the month. On the 20th or the 27th, I can go pretty cheap. Even for May, June, it's still fairly cheap. So Cuba is a hot spot that I can travel to multiple times if I really want to get to know the place and just make it like a little playground for me for the weekend. So that's my vlog about Google Flights and why I like it better. I've heard of like Skyscanner and all these other websites, Expedia, Priceline. I've used those sites before, but I just feel like Google Flights makes it more easier because it consolidates most of those websites, all the airlines all in one. I know there's certain airlines that Google Flights don't use. For example, like Southwest. You have to go on Southwest website to actually like get those deals. And so sometimes I'll do searches on Google Flights and I'll do searches on Southwest. Or there's other websites that probably don't use Google Flights, but Google Flights uses the majority of foreign and domestic airlines. So that's why I use it the best. That's my video. Hope you like it. keep searching. I'm sure you can find cities close to where you live in and figure out where the best deals are. Alright, thank you. My name is Isaac Moreno, also known as Migrant Moreno.